was a part of your family? A bunch of goofballs dressed up in red velvet suits. How embarrassing. If David Cassidy was there right now, I'd tell him what I think about him. Why? Because you're listening to Trash Talk, 7 to 10 p.m.
Hey everybody, how you doing out there? That's my assistant. I don't know what her name is. I don't know. We'll make up a name for her. How's everyone doing? I'm still trying to link everything together to make sure it all works and trying to make sure that everybody gets to see the show that wants to see the show. And okay, so that's not the right one. Then I want to go to a group. That's one. Alright, then what do I do? I guess the group is, let's see here. Is that the one? Yeah, there we go. Do that. And post it there. Alright. And then we're sharing it. Where's the other place? I never figure this out. One of these days I'm going to figure it all out. That's going to surprise everyone, including me. Alright, I did the group, then I need to do it to a page. I manage. Okay, that would be it. Okay, it wouldn't be that page, it would be that page. Can I do more than one page? I don't think I can. Alright. Then we got... It'd be great if they could make it so that you could do it to everybody at once and not have to do them one at a time, because I manage so many pages that don't need to be on all the pages. Okay. Alright, we're on a roll now. I only have 2 more. So just hang in there. If I'd remembered how it works, I would be able to do this all in the intro, but unfortunately, every week it's like a learning experience of how to do it. And I don't keep doing it right, I guess. And then we've got one more. Let's see if we got it. Alright, then we go there. Share it to a page. Okay, I guess I'll put it there. I think I have them all. Alright. Just want to look here one more time. Share to a page. Should only have one left. Well, I have 2 pages left, but the one I'm not going to bother sharing it to. Oops. There we go. Alright, now we'll get the show started. Get my girlfriend off here. Alright. Trash Talking Radio. We got all kinds of weird things. We got another, strangely, let's see how I do this here. Nope, that didn't work. What was this? No, it wasn't that. It was this one? Oh, wait. Oh, I gotta just, that's right, I gotta just minimize this. That'll work. Alright. We're getting there. I'll eventually learn how this all works, and then I'll be the next Howard Stern. No. Alright. Time to get this thing rolling. Okay, so we got a lot of deaths to talk about today. A lot of them. A lot of people have passed away. Also, the intro there that you just may have heard is an all-original song made for this show by me. It's, actually, I think I'm just going to call it Trash Talking. So that's the song, the intro song from now on, because I got tired of being busted for using other people's music. Even though the last song that I used was not copywritten, it was one of our songs that we had help with, and I got in trouble for using that. So I just said, you know what, I can write my own stuff. So I spent the past week messing around with different stuff, and I came up with a groove that I liked. So it's got a nice heavy metal guitar sound in it, and some pads and synths and drums and bass and all that. More to be coming up with later. Alright, back to the deaths. Boy, we got a bunch of them this week. People are dying like crazy. The first one I want to talk about is Christopher Plummer. I was thinking about Christopher Plummer because it wasn't who I thought it was. When I saw his name come up, I thought he was somebody else. But then after I saw it, I thought, oh, okay, that guy. But I was thinking he was somebody else. And it says here, because Christopher Plummer was famously the star of The Sound of Music, a movie he hated. At the end of his career, he had Oscars and headlining blockbusters. So, yeah, it was really funny because I didn't think he was who he was. For some reason, I thought he was somebody else. I thought he was the one bass player from, what was the name of that movie? Shoot, I can't think of the movie. But anyway, I thought he was somebody else, so he wasn't that person. But it says here his work included Oscar-winning performance in Mike Mills' Beginners, and he was in Stage Struck in 1958. He was in The Sound of Music in 1965. He was in The Man Who Would Be King in 1975. He was in The Thornbirds in 1983. He was in Malcolm X in 1992. He was in The Insider in 1999. He was in Up in 2009. He was in The Beginners in 2010. He was in All the Money in the World in 2017. He was in Knives Out. That's probably where I remember him from because I saw that movie in 2019. So that's a list of some of his credits. And I also went into, where is it? There it is, Wikipedia. I went into Wikipedia too to try to remember why I knew him. And it then dawned on me that's why I knew him. So there were all kinds of movies that he's been in, and he actually did quite well in those movies. So there we go. I wanted to make it bigger so that I can see things. But yeah, in 2010 he received an Academy Award for The Last Station. In 2009 and 2010, two stage to screen adaptations of George Bernard Shaw's Caesar and Cleopatra and William Shakespeare's The Tempest. And 2011 he appeared in a full-length documentary of The Captains, written and directed by William Shatner. So I just think that's he did a lot of stuff. At 90, he was 90. He was set to return in Departure for season 2 due to COVID-19 pandemic. The Canadian travel lockdown. He would film his parts from home in Connecticut instead of venturing to Toronto in 2020 and 2021. And then in 2021 and 91, Plummer was set to play King Lear, Shakespeare's King Lear. And man, that's talking about working till you can't work anymore. That guy was doing it. So it was interesting. Interesting to see a man who was so in love with his art that he would never give it up. And I just think that's an awesome thing. So, some of us, really want to be that person, want to be able to, work like that until we can't do it anymore. And if you love it enough, you'll be willing to do whatever you can do to keep doing what you want to do. But anyway, let's see here. Then, let's see, that's one that we lost. And let's see here. Then, oh yeah, then I was really shocked at this one. This one, okay, well, I'm going to take them in a different order. This one, Mary Wilson, longest reigning original Supreme, dies at 76. Today, 76 doesn't seem so bad when you don't see. I mean, it seems young when you start talking about these guys that are living to be 90 and working. Mary Wilson, one of the original members of the Supremes in the 90s. Oops, I'm going to do something here. Something I forgot to do. Let me see something here. Where is it? There it is. I forgot to send that to people that want to see it. I hope it has the links. Nope, doesn't have the links, so we gotta put it in my hand. Oh, there it is, up there. Alright. There we go. Alright. Because I don't do this every day, I don't remember to do it. There we go. And back to Mary Wilson. This is stupid. This doesn't do it the way it should. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, there we go. She was the last Supreme. AP ones don't come out the way they're supposed to. That one came out. I don't know why the Twitter didn't come out. Alright. Anyway, one of the original Supremes, the 1960s group that helped find Motown and propelled Diana Ross to stardom, superstardom, has died at 76. It says here she died in her home in Nevada and was not immediately clear why. I just woke up with the news this morning, says her publicist. Oh, no, that's Diana Ross said that on Tuesday, and wishes her condolences to Wilson's family. I'm reminded that each day is a gift. I have so many wonderful memories of our time together. So, yeah, that's wild to think about. I remember as a kid listening to their music, but yeah, well, another one. Let's see. Next, we've got Leon Spinks. Man, never would have seen that one coming. He's only 67. Man, that's just too young today. You don't expect to see someone that young dying. So yeah, it's that was just that was a mind blower to me, because I was a big Leon Spinks fan, and I definitely admired that guy. Leon Spinks, who won Olympic gold and then shocked the boxing world by beating Muhammad Ali to win the heavyweight title in only his 8th pro fight, has died. He was 67. Spinks, who lived later years in Las Vegas, died Friday night. According to a release from a public relations firm, he had been battling prostate and other cancers. His wife, Brenda Glur Spinks, and a few close friends and other family members were by his side when he passed. Whew. That's scary. I'll tell you what, prostate cancer is something that I would not play around with. But he was a legend. He beat a legend. To be a legend, you got to beat a legend, and he did that. And then we've got, last but not least, and really strangely, we got Butch Reed. Butch Reed passed away. I just, he's another guy. He was only 66 and he died. He was a professional wrestler. I remember him from way, way back when I used to watch it. I don't know when it says he started in 78. I remember him around the 80s, maybe 78-ish, 79-ish. Bruce Franklin Reed, otherwise known as Butch Reed, played college football at the University of Central Missouri, was a star in Mid-South Wrestling, and had a high pro tag. Man, a day. Let's try that again. He had high-profile tag team matches in the World Wrestling Federation, such as Survivor Series and World Championship Wrestling, where he held the championship with Ron Simmons as Doom. That was really kind of interesting because Doom, for those of you that don't know, was kind of it was kind of Vince McMahon's way of having the Road Warriors without having the Road Warriors. So I found that really interesting too, because I was a big fan of the Road Warriors. And Doom was a really interesting tag team because they had really everything that it took to intimidate. So yeah, that's kind of a big thing. And let me see if I have an article on this, or if that's just have this. Talks about the WWE, or talks about the wrestlers that died this year. So I'm really bummed about that. I wonder if this has it or not. There are no current. Okay, they didn't pick it up. Oh, well, you're lost, bud. Do they have it here? Is there a way to put this in there? I guess I could put it in there. Look to see if I can do this without making a mess of things. Alright, so we can do it like this. I'm really surprised that the wrestling sites didn't have that, because they want to pride themselves on having things, and not to be confused with a dog that wants to squeak his ball because he wants attention. And put it in here too. There we go. So, what do you want, dog? You want this? If you're wondering what that squeak sound is, it's this thing. It's the only thing he hasn't destroyed that squeaks. So he continues to have that, and that makes me happy that he's happy. He has cancer, so we gotta make him as happy as we can. Okay. He attended University of Central Missouri, where he played football. He signed in as a rookie free agent with Kansas City Chiefs of the NFL, but the linebacker was cut before the season, so that's not good. But he made a good bang in wrestling. He was trained by Ron Etchinson in '78, and he was Hacksaw. Butch Reed. Yeah, I remember Hacksaw. Reed and Jerry Roberts beat Mike George and Bob Sweeten for the NWA Central States Championship in 1980, and they lost to the Kelly Twins. Next time he came across his one half of the tag team when he was Sweet Brown Sugar and Butch Reed. And they got the NWA North American Tag Team Championship when they beat Dory Funk Jr. and David Von Erich in 1982. Reed wrestled mainly in the NWA in the 80s and made a name for himself in St. Louis, Florida Championship Wrestling, and Georgia Championship Wrestling. From 1983 to 1986, he was part of Bill Watts' Mid-South. I used to love that. Mid-South was awesome. But he came into a partnership with the Junkyard Dog, and he came face-to-face with Hacksaw Jim Duggan over the Hacksaw name. Duggan was part of the heel group Attack, along with Ted DiBiase and Matt Bourne. So he and Duggan feuded over the name until Duggan turned face. That resulted in Reed's heel turn when Duggan was picked to be the Junkyard Dog's partner over Reed. You want this? Do you want this? Tell me. Do you want this? Oh, don't look at me so sad. Oh, he's a good dog. Let's see. Ron appeared. Reed appeared on TV stating that Butch Reed is going to start out with looking for Butch Reed, which prompted JYD to join him in the ring. After arguing back and forth, Reed attacked JYD and was soon joined by DiBiase. And he's from in '86 he went to NWA Central States, and '86 to '88 he went to WWF. And in 2007 returned to WWE. Jim Crockett used him 88 to 92, and on the independent circuit 92 to 2002, and 2005 to 2013. So yeah, he was a pretty interesting guy. I liked the guy a lot. So it's a shame to see that he's gone. And let's make sure. Doesn't say he. Wait a minute. Doesn't say he died. Yeah, it did. Died February 5th at the age of 66. That was such a pain, such a shame, I should say, because he was definitely a cool guy in the ring. I mean, he was someone to contend with, I would guess. So, all right. Next, we're going to go on to other things. There were a couple rumors out there that Dr. What is his name? Nalzardan died. And fans were freaking out. He's the guy that is responsible for the 600-Pound Life, which I happen to watch. And I happen to like those guys because it's really, if you were ever needing to understand what it's like to be overweight, and I'm not talking about 200 or 250 or 300 pounds, I'm talking about 300 pounds plus 300 pounds or more, and you can understand what people go through. I mean, people that never had weight problems or only had basic weight problems, they're never going to really understand what it's like when you go into a restaurant and think the chair is going to break that you're sitting on, or go home and have to be careful everything that they do. They may not be able to stand up or whatever. Well, this is a show that really explains in a lot of ways, and and everybody says, I can't understand how they got that big. I can, because I was nearly that big at one time, and it's really kind of a scary thing, but most of the people that are that big never think they can get to be less than that. And anyway, regardless, fans freak out. Is Dr. Nalzardan dead? And they're freaking out because there was an update that was out there talking about, they kind of freaked him out because nobody knew if he was dead or not. 600-pound life superstar Dr. Yonan Nalzardin has been working on the hit show since 2012. He was born in 1944. He's a bariatric surgeon, and he hopes to help people get better. And I think he does a good job. He really, if you look at the earlier ones versus the newer ones, you got to understand that he really has got to be hard on these people, because these people don't seem to understand. They come to him and they expect him to have surgery on them and everything will be good. They don't seem to understand, or people don't understand, that there's a reason they're 600 pounds. There's a reason that the people are like they are. And it's mostly because of emotional eating and issues with their past and stuff like that they haven't confronted, and he makes them confront their past. And I really think that it's a hard love, but it shows that he cares about them. Anyway, so Dr. Nalzardin posted this picture: 2021 has to be better. So people were freaking out, thinking, what's going on here? Well, what's 2021 has to be better mean? And what he's talking about is your lifestyle, your eating lifestyle has to be better. So, yeah, I think it's kind of neat. But he is not dead, and that's the important thing. So if you were one of the people that were panicking because he could have been dead, he's not dead. So, alright, let's see here. Next thing. Nope, this doesn't have a thing for me to post it either. So I guess I'll have to post it on my page. Where is it? Why can't I post it? There we go. Oh wait, that didn't work out. Why didn't it work out? What the freak? Why didn't it copy that? Let's try that again. Edit. Post. Okay. Paste. There we go. This is so much harder than it would have to be if they just did it right. So, alright, and we'll tweet it and then we'll move on to the next thing. Next thing is really sad to me because Terry Funk is very, very, let's put it up, let's just do it this way. I'll just, I like Terry Funk. I met Terry Funk and he was a great, great guy. But, it says here, Dustin Rhodes asked fans to pray for Terry Funk. And that's kind of scary, because Terry Funk's got to be, I'm thinking he's got to be in his 70s. Yep, I believe it's 76. There we go. But anyway, AEW star Dustin Rhodes took to Twitter to ask fans to pray for WWE Hall of Famer Terry Funk. Rhodes revealed that he talked to Terry Funk, 76-year-old today, and he's in a lot of pain. I can relate to that, but I'm sure I can't relate to it in the way that he does. He tweeted, "Just got off the phone with Terry Funk. He's in a lot of pain and could use your prayers. One of the greatest true legends ever to be in the ring. Appreciate y'all." Last Thursday, Funk sent out a video on Twitter asking fans to please stop sending fan mail to his home. Our thoughts are with Terry Funk during this difficult time. So, now here's the, let's see here.
Hi, I'm Terry Funk, and I'm an old time.
Whoops.
Thank you very much.
Wait a minute.
Hi.
Here we go.
I'm Terry Funk, and I'm an old man and I'm tired. And I truly, truly mean that. So please stop sending me autographed pictures to autograph. Because I'm getting lame brain. That means goofy. And please, I'd appreciate it if you didn't send any more pictures of me for me to sign. Thank you very much. Bye.
It's kind of sad, though, in a lot of ways, because Terry Funk
And,
is such a great guy and very appreciative of everybody that supported him in wrestling and stuff. And it's kind of sad to see that he's in a lot of pain. I know what it's like to be in pain. I don't know what it's like to be in pain like he has, because he did a lot more than I did. But it's sad to see him at a man that's like him that has been around. And yeah, I just I'm saddened by that video. But anyway, Dwayne Johnson back in the news, always in the news. His rookie card sells for $45,000. This is unbelievable. Now, it's not his rookie card to wrestling, I'm sure. It's his college football rookie card. But that's crazy that somebody would pay that for a rookie card of anybody. But somebody wanted it, and I guess they paid it. It's just crazy. Dwayne Johnson's football rookie card just sold for a whopping $45,000. Before Johnson became a professional wrestler and famed actor, he played college football at University of Miami, with aspirations of one day joining the NFL and reaching the Super Bowl. And while those dreams didn't come true, the day of Super Bowl still brought some exciting news. On Sunday, Johnson, 48, shared a photo of his rookie card and revealed to Instagram that after 50 bids, the coveted item sold for $45,100. This is the story of my University of Miami football card's value continues to rise and has become surreal to me. That's just crazy. That blows me away that anybody's rookie card would go for that kind of money. Huh. That's great. Well, congratulations. Oh, wow. They really got him on shipping, too. $80 for shipping. I guess because of insurance or something. So, that's crazy. Oh, man. What a day. It's got to be an awesome thing. You know? I mean, not many people have rookie cards, and then to think that rookie goes up $45,000. But anyway, Disney is looking to buy MGM. If they do that, they'll get all the Bond movies and all the Rocky franchises and all that stuff because of the affiliation they have with that. That'd be a pretty big thing. I mean, Disney will end up owning all the things that are important. So, I shouldn't say everything, but MGM, it could be interesting. We all accepted Disney on our all-conquering pop culture overlords, and it's hard not to when you think of all the companies that fall under the mouse's expansive portfolio. Hey, Beach, how you doing? Can't read it, unfortunately, because it's way up there. Let's see here. Yeah, that Terry Funk thing saddens me a little. Anyway, so now they have Lucasfilms, Marvel Studios, Pixar, Walt Disney Pictures, Walt Disney Animation, all under the same umbrella. Then they took over Fox. So Disney's now the majority stakeholder in Hulu, in the process of assuming 100% control. And while the rebranded 20th Century Studios gives them another avenue for generating billions of dollars in revenue, in movies and television. And thrown in projections for Disney Plus could overtake Netflix as the largest streaming service. And you got a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, I think it's crazy. And that's even without mentioning ABC and the 80% ownership of ESPN, 50% holdings in the History Channel and Lifetime Channel, and of course the theme park empire. So, yeah, if you're Disney, you're doing pretty good. So, I think no one is going to deny that. In fact, it says here, actually this says the same thing, that Disney's trying to take over MGM. So, it's kind of what, I don't think it's a rumor. I think it's reality. So, for people that watch the American Ninja Warrior, one of the people that they always like on there is Jessie Graff. Jessie Graff is a great athlete, and she announced she's not going back this year. I guess she had some surgeries on her. I don't remember if it was her rotator cuff or whatever it was. The last season she had to. Well, she competed, but she ended up not completing the course because her, I think, shoulder left out on her, which is kind of sucky. Because I mean, you get that far, and it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, but if you end up blowing your rotator cuff or whatever, you can't continue. So, my pesky dog is here again. I need to hide these squeaky things. Alright. Anyway, she shared a video that explained that, she won't be part of it. I wonder if this is the video. Yes, it is. Alright, let's play it.
Damage collects and joys time to reflect.
Oh boy. I understand that rotator cuff thing, because my rotator cuff is in horrible pain right now. Oh, she must have messed up her leg too. That's her when in the. I wonder if this is going to show where she screwed herself up. Might be. Yep, that's where she did it right there. But it looks like she did something to her leg too. That's really sucky. I guess we don't have to have the music there because it's just. But well, maybe she's talking. Take it slow. Someone like that competes like she does, it's going to be tough to keep it slow. She's going to want to keep doing whatever she's doing. Plus, she has that career as a stunt woman. She's looking at all the others. I know, I understand that. It's kind of sucky. Oh, that sucks. That sucks because I know she wants to compete and she's not going to be able to compete, and that sucks. But anyway, yeah, that's Instagram there. Let's see. Looking to see if she says anything here. I guess she doesn't. It says here, just ended season 12 of The Fall on the third obstacle of the finals, and she underwent both knee and shoulder surgery, and she's diligently logged her recovery process on her social media. including another surgery on her shoulder. Yeah, I can understand that. Let's see, so that means she's not going to be in this year. That kind of sucks. Sucks to be her, especially, because you know that they want to compete, and she's not going to be able to compete. But, hey, you know, better to not compete when you're trying to recover. Better to compete when she's good, when she's feeling good. So, all right. That's that. Then we got. What is up? What do you want? Do you want something? What do you, give me the ball or the squeak thing. Give me it. Come on. No, not you. Oh, you dog. You're such a pest. I'll give you what you really want. I know what you really want. I know. You want this. Yep. He's lucky I like dogs. Alright, next thing. So Jessie Graff is out this year, but she'll be back. I'll tell you what, there's the women's division in that American Ninja Warrior has grown really, really well. I remember in the first season that I watched, nobody could get up the first wall. No women could get up the first wall. And then when one woman got up the first wall, then they all started learning what they were missing. And actually, when I was a kid, I remember girls ran like girls. Now, there is no running like girls. Girls run like people. They run like athletes. And you can't say that anymore because they don't run a different way. And they're every bit as tough. I mean, when I was a kid, girls really weren't in athletics. And now I watch these girls that do amazing things, and you gotta think that's pretty cool. Are you back again? I just gave that to you. Go eat it. I know you want more. Anyway, the next one is really interesting. So we talked about the Hulk Hogan movie that's coming out, and we talked about Chris Hemsworth, who's going to be Hulk Hogan. And it says here, Chris Hemsworth stunt double says he's struggling to keep up with the star's weight gain. I guess he's had a stunt double all these years, and has been a stunt double in multiple things, but now he's got an issue because Chris Hemsworth's stunt double is tired of eating 7 meals a day to try to keep up with the Hollywood actor's ever-increasing size. It says Bobby Holland Hanton, who's currently shooting the Thor Love and Thunder in Australia with Hemsworth, admitted he's feeling the pressure as the action man bulks up to be, in Hanton's words, the biggest Thor he's ever been. Appearing in Australia's morning show Fitzy and Whippa on Monday, Hanton said that while Hemsworth may have impressed his fans with body transformation for the forthcoming Marvel movie, it's a grueling process behind the scenes. Everyone is like, wow, look at him, look at the size and him. I'm like, yeah, brilliant. Now I have to put that size on as well. I texted, thanks very much, dude. This is going to be even harder this time, the 33-year-old told his hosts. And it says here, Hanton, who first teamed up with Hemsworth on Thor: The Dark World in 2013, went to say that now he takes no pleasure in eating because it's become full time. Every 2 hours we're eating. It's become a chore. I don't enjoy eating every 2 hours. Boy, that sounds like heaven to me. I'd like to eat every 2 hours. Hanton says that while the diet and training was difficult on the body, Hemsworth was fit as a fiddle. I find carrying the extra weight is difficult and hard to maintain on the ligaments. but he's all good. Look at him. He's a mountain. He's a man mountain. Hanton, who grew up in Portsmouth, UK, said that he's doubled for actors like Henry Cavill, Ryan Reynolds, Channing Tatum, and Jake Gyllenhaal. And his credits include Mission Impossible, Fallout, Quantum of Solace, and Star Wars Episode 7. Hanton has had back surgery after his stunt double role in Hemsworth's 2020 movie Extraction, which featured a 12-minute one-shot fight scene. So, yeah, that's crazy. I guess Hollywood is not as easy as it looks from some people's standpoints. But, yeah, I would like to eat that regimen, but I don't think it would look as good on me as it looks on them. So, yeah, that's really nuts. Okay. Then, let's see what we got here. Got a dog squeaking in the background. All right. Suzanne Summers. Oh, here we go. To his company when Suzanne Summers noticed an intruder during a live stream. Says, can't Suzanne Summers promote her line of organic makeup in peace? The former sitcom star was streaming on Facebook Live Friday when she noticed someone had walked into her home around, says 40:45 in the stream. So she invited the confused intruder closer to explain himself, as one does. I'm sorry, I said. I was slightly terrified over there, he said, explaining that he had been hiking and had a run-in with some goats. You shouldn't be here, bewildered but calm Summers explained to the equally confused hiker. And we're doing a show right now. And not during the show. The hiker tried to offer Summers some special mud as a gift, but she politely declined. Although it probably would have fit right into the rest of her cosmetics line. Summers' husband, Alan Hamill, eventually escorted the man away, leaving Summers shaken up. I would be really freaked out if someone came in and I didn't know just while I was, oh, here we go. Is this it? This may be what she was talking about.
From sunny California, it's the Suzanne Summers Show, and here she is.
So is it the whole... Okay, we'll go up to 40.
I like Berry Pop.
My favorite lipstick is Caramelized Peach, and that's what I have on right now. I did my MAC liner. It's called Spice. I lined it.
But don't you use both at the same time?
Okay, what do they say it would be at?
Yeah, I don't want any...
Try it. At least get it home and put it on your face and see how you like it.
For sure, she's right. Okay, now, if you're just going for a really super everyday, really natural, instead of the blush on, you might want to put on the glow stick there.
I want to see the interruption. Where's the interruption?
Multi-stick, stick. Okay, you can use it as a light lipstick too, but
40:45. We're almost there.
We don't have a good.
Oh,
We don't have a good lip liner. Two things we don't have.
Two things.
Eyeliner or lip liner.
Eyeliner, lip liner.
Think of all the chemicals you've avoided here by using our stuff. Now, here's the lipstick. This is kind of a dark one. This is,
How about, where's the interruption? Come on.
Berry Pop. You can get my favorite.
I like Berry Pop.
My favorite lipstick is Caramelized Peach, and that's what I have on right now. I did my MAC liner. It's called Spice. I lined it.
But don't you use both at the same time? Don't you put one on and then the other one on?
What?
Just the frock. Really?
Huh? Oh, come here. Why were you terrified?
They were good following me, and
Who are you?
I'm Eric Carpenter.
No. How did you get here? Oh. Okay, you shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't be here.
Anyway, you don't scare me. Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't be here.
Oh, I'm not a scary person.
I know, but I'm not used to people being on our property.
That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, and we're doing a show right now. Okay, all right. So can you go home? All right. Do you know what to do? Go down the hill. Just keep walking down the hill.
Okay.
Alan, can you show him the door?
How
Oh.
do you get in here?
The hill?
Yeah.
You were hiking.
You should look past that further. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want anything.
That's funny.
you see-
At least she wasn't alone at that point, so that's the good thing.
Please go back to your tree.
Alan, why don't you take him?
Go back to where you came.
I couldn't even imagine walking into somebody's house like that and just, feeling like you belong there. Right, buddy? You feel like you belong here? What? I can give you another thing, but you eat them too quick. It's a new buddy show. Are you going to take your time with this? I doubt it. I doubt it. You like to interrupt the show. Go, 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 go. All right, next story. Oh yeah, there's two. This is kind of funny. This kind of goes with the previous. The guy breaks into her home and then it says she seeks $8.5 million to sell her 28-acre Palm Springs estate. $8.5 million. I just can't even fathom that kind of money. But I mean, she's been in entertainment forever, so I guess it makes sense. But I'm assuming this is the house that she's talking about that she had when the guy broke in. But can you imagine just walking into somebody's house? I mean, the guy had to be high on something. But this house is pretty fancy. Look at that. It looks like somebody's a mansion. Well, it is a mansion, I guess. It's got its own little, looks like a railway. I don't know. Nice pool. Well, bedroom's kind of rustic. But whatever they're into. I don't know if that's an outbuilding, different, but it's really nice. It's got a really nice neighborhood. Shush up. Shush. Shush. So, yeah, that looks to me like a place I'd like to have. But never going to have that kind of money. But who knows? With Tesla stock, I might actually make enough money to have I can't see who came in the room. Looks like Leonard. Anyway, next thing. So if you're into Suzanne Somers' house and you want to invade her live streaming or buy her house, you have the opportunity to do both of those. So the Super Bowl was this Sunday. First Super Bowl I've watched in I don't know how long. And I watched it for one reason. Tom Brady. Tom Brady was so successful with the Patriots, and everyone thought he was washed up. And I think he showed that he wasn't washed up at all. And he took the Super Bowl to a win against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Buccaneers against the Kansas City Chiefs. Who would have thought it? I mean, I never would have seen that coming, because the Tampa Buccaneers, they don't have the money to buy good super players like Tom Brady usually, and I would have guessed that he had to take a lower amount than, because without the, everyone thought he was, the guy's 43, everyone thought he was washed up. I didn't. I was totally into that. And I never thought I'd like the Tampa Buccaneers, but with him and Gronk, they did a great job, and they did a great job on the whole thing. John Cena and... let's see here. Let me get to this. John Cena and Batista were at the... we had ads on the Super Bowl. We're in ads, not had ads. And the AWE Superstars were at the big game. So I really liked some of the ads. It was pretty funny. But it says Cena appeared in an ad of Mountain Dew Major Lemon soft drink, as seen below. Fans are encouraged to count the number of times the Major Lemon bottles appear to win the $1 million. And Batista was in an ad for Rocket Mortgage, along with a comedy great with Tracy Morgan. So watch Tracy Morgan, Dave Batista, and Lisa Koji in our Super Bowl LV commercial to prove that Murder Hornets. What's that? Prove that from Murder Hornets to buying a home, certain is better, way better. What? Certain is better. What? What do you want? Knock it off. Knock it off. Don't give me those puppy eyes. You're such a pest. So certain is better. Way better is what it was. That's what it was. I remember now. That was pretty good because Batista really looked good and funny. And some of the people that were at the show were Brandy Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes. Not Dustin. Cody Rhodes. And then there was Jericho, and there's Tony Khan. And there was Jericho again, without a mask. So, yeah. And also, we also talk about Triple H did a tradition of sending a WWE title belt to them, to the Buccaneers. No. What? What are you talking about, dog? Triple H on how much custom belts cost that WWE sends sports teams. I think it's really cool, except that, it only gets to the major team. It doesn't get to the, like Tom Brady didn't get the belt, and he probably deserved it. Triple H recently spoke to The Wrap and talked about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiving the custom WWE title belt, which was brought to last night's Super Bowl LV post-game victory press conference by safety Antoine Winfield Jr. It's noted that a tradition of sending championship sports teams a custom WWE belt goes back 8 years, but the seed for the idea was planted long before then. Triple H noted that the sports players would often stop him and ask him to take photos with his titles during his various reigns when he was an active superstar. You see Aaron Rodgers' motion for the belt. Triple H said of the Green Bay Packers quarterback, it's just become synonymous with the world champion. WWE began sending sports titles to teams back in 2013 when the Boston Red Sox won the MLB World Series. David Ortiz, Big Papi, was a huge fan and still is. He's a guy with all this bling. He's got the earnings and all that stuff. Let's see if it says how much. Triple H noted that the handmade WWE belts run a few $1,000s each. WWE ordered side plates for Super Bowl teams this year, so the belt could be ready to wear. Could you imagine? And it says here you got your WWE belt. That's awesome. That's funny. I would love to see. I would love to actually hold one of their belts and feel how heavy it is. But the champion has to pay like a holding fee for the belts because they have to carry the belts with them wherever they go. So I would love to feel one of their belts. I would imagine it's a lot heavier than the one I had. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. There you are. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? Need to get you a chair so you can see everything. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Did I do this? I don't remember if I did it or not. Nope, I didn't. Okay. All right. What are you doing? You're knocking things over, dog. My dog is drinking lots of water. They said that's a sign of the cancer and all that. All right. So, here we go. Next. AMC talked about last year that they had 6 months of money left for the year, and at the end of the year they were going to have to close up shop. Fortunately, that didn't happen, and they raised money to keep the theaters around. And so, says AMC CEO's unusual plan to keep the theater chain afloat, he was praised. Adam Aron plans to sell a large amount of stock in chains to small investors. And it's kind of interesting that they decided they were going to do that. And they've raised almost, I forget how much it was. Maybe it says here. Hold on here. Okay. He's vowed corporate America with his usual plan to keep the pandemic-plagued theater afloat by selling loads of stock to small investors. Looks like $5.50 is the cost of the stock at this point. But getting on the right side of Reddit rally wasn't always easy, and sometimes required Aaron to clash with his powerful Wall Street allies, including his friends at private equity giant Apollo Global Management. AMC, which is the nation's largest chain, said on January 25th it had raised close to $1 billion to help it through the pandemic, and which has destroyed ticket prices, ticket sales through March. Roughly half of the $917 million AMC raised was from the sale of new stock. Barstool Portnoy put $700K in AMC shares following the squeeze trade losses. Now, the understanding that I have is that AMC's stock has dropped considerably because, you know, they're not able to do much with their theaters right now. I mean, people are going to the theater and they're trying to sell tickets, but I mean, I haven't gone to the theater since this all started, and I'm sure there's many like me that don't want to go out there and put ourselves at risk. So yeah, I can only imagine what they're trying to do. It says here, last year AMC hasn't benefited from the rally, and Aaron is being urged by his advisors and team that included a law firm to file for bankruptcy. Waiting to file, they said, would only make it harder for the theater chain to regain its footing. AMC is burning through $125 million a month since March. And while 500 of its 600 theaters are now open, ticket sales remain suppressed. And I mean, when I used to go, it was really rare that the theater was full, but they had enough movies going and enough new movies, that they could, make money. So, and plus with your concessions and stuff, you could make money. It says on October 20th, they warned investors that if they didn't succeed in raising money, it would run out of cash by the end of the year. By November 2nd, the stock had fallen to $2.15, down 70 cents. I mean, I guess it's up to $5.50, so I mean, there are people who believe that it's still going to